Alright, let's see. Let me see if YouTube's back up or not. Alright, we're back up on YouTube. I don't know why YouTube shut down the stream. Again, it just suddenly shuts down sometimes. YouTube, this is why YouTube streaming is like struggling to compete with Twitch. But what else? Alright, let's get right back into it. Sorry about that. But we should be good to go. Once again. Let's get right into
so
it.
It seems like recently
More Kazahana, Demi takes action against offensive clip channel. I don't know anything about this situation actually, so brand new coming into this.
Been a little bit of a situation going on with the Vtuber Demi. Now, if you don't know, obviously she has been doing absolutely amazingly, especially with a lot of the kind of tracking things and the improvements that I've seen over on Twitter. It's been really great to see. But essentially today we're going to be talking about a Clipper channel, which she essentially talked about over on stream, because it is starting to become a problem. We talked about in the last video the Megalodon VT situation of you know, her talking about a kind of a virus account or whatever you want to call it, saying stuff in her name and making essentially her look bad with the whole Megalodon virus name. And yeah, obviously they had a big problem with that and it turned into a big situation. But it seems like this time it's to do with like actual clipper channels over on YouTube that have been kind of clipping Deme and making either some pretty offensive like thumbnails or titles and things, and they've been told to stop before and they just keep on going. But this is essentially the clip. It comes from Renault clip, so definitely go.
And the thing is that there's like there's certain allowance for like there's certain allowance for fan art or fan made stuff, right? But at a certain point, if you're doing things that are pretty much like going against the wishes of the creator, I think there are certain ways that they like certain legal actions they can take.
And give them a follow. But let's take a look at it and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, here's my opinion. I don't mind having fans make content of me if they want to monetize me or whatever and make money off me. I don't mind. However, I do mind if you don't respect me. If I literally say down my opinion on something and you don't respect it, and then you're uploading, I'm not shitting you when I say I hate this mother. I'm like, dude.
So yeah, obviously she starts off pretty cleanly there, like, hey, you know, it's okay if you clip me, it's okay if you you know, make a channel and profit off of me, that's totally fine. But obviously you still got to be respectful in terms of how you present her and in terms of, you know, how you go about it. Essentially, you just got to be respectful, which obviously I think is a fair enough kind of ask for a channel like that.
I told him straight up, if you show your face again, I will take legal action, and he did. And I was nice enough to let them know that I'm gonna do it anyway. Dude, I was.
And yeah, at this point, you kind of warned them. Like, what else can you really do, right?
Nice enough to like even like state my case. Look at this shit, dude. Like, this is insane.
So yeah, that is one of the thumbnails that have been going around. I'm not sure exactly which channel this is. It doesn't actually kind of show it here right now, but essentially, yeah, this channel has been going around doing clips like this, which has got 25,000 views, by the way. It says Deme reacts to memes for bad mood, and yeah, it's literally got you know, some anime girl whipping Ayoo speed, which, if you don't know the kind of
yeah, and at a certain point, a lot of people might think that that's like her official channel. I can see why you might want to make sure that that's not really the key, you know, front and center,
you know,
on the on people's
the
page.
racial kind of connotations there. Then, you know, it's essentially, you know, talking about slavery and things like that, right? And it's pretty horrible. I think it's AI generated to
I would assume.
again, I can see why Deme is not very happy about this, because it doesn't paint her in a very good light. And I'm sure, I'm pretty sure this clip doesn't appear in the video. So it has nothing to do with the video. It's just supposed to be, I guess, shocking. It's supposed to be something that people go, what the
Yeah.
hell, and click on. Which, again, yeah, obviously I do think is a little bit of a problem, especially for Deme. And I think this is the channel here. Yeah, it says Deme Reels, which I think people have been having an issue here. It says, my channel Deme Reacts is currently under attack from copyright claims from them too, which, yeah, sucks.
Is that not insane?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, dude, it's just too much. This is the same guy. And then he acted stupid in my ticket thingy saying that it's not the same guy. By the way, I have proof that it's the same guy. Like, I'm not even joking.
So yeah, this dude has been apparently known to do this before. He's apparently been known to make clips like this. He got told to stop.
I genuinely wonder though, actually, if Demi could even potentially communicate with YouTube specifically to ban him on a much bigger scale. Potentially, I'm not like potentially even going all the way to like an IP ban.
I think maybe they stopped for a little bit, and then they, started up again and started to claim that it's not them. Which obviously, yeah, she says she has proof that it is them, right?
Like, holy Look. Demi Reacts to Demi means leading them Demi Reels fan channel. For inquiries, at me on X gothboybpd. Guess what?
Same freaking
He
Twitter
posted
handle.
this. My channel Demi Reacts, the one that I copyright strike down to the ground because, like, holy
Oh, okay. That makes more
whatever.
sense now. And they follow her. That's so funny. So this links back to the Twitter account that the previous guy also had. They're talking about their channel, which was the previous channel, being copyright struck by Deme because obviously she wasn't happy with the clips that were going out about her.
I had to resend this. Like, look at this email I sent him. Dude, look at this. I literally explicitly
It's a very professional email as well.
I explicitly revoke any such interpolation now, especially considering I have no idea who's asking through an anonymous message. So this message is literally for him. Literally for him. That was so ruthless and so inhumane. No prior notice, no nothing, not even a warning. I don't give a do I need to warn you? I don't
You freaking besides it, even with the warning, it's obvious that you don't care.
care. What you are literally inhumane is crazy. It's so stupid, and it's probably his alt account.
Yeah, I mean, whenever it comes to like copyright etiquette, I think that, of course, a lot of the time you should be kind of giving them a warning and messaging them, being like, hey, can you take this down? Can you sort this out? But I think whenever it comes to, the thumbnails that we have just seen, I think that's just a straight takedown. I feel like, whenever it comes to the, it's kind of racist thumbnails and things that are being kind of put on there. I think it's just like, okay, let's just take this down. There's no need to kind of talk about this. This person clearly is a scumbag if they're trying to profit off of, trying to like make Devi look like a racist, which I think is pretty crazy.
And it's like, again, Demi doesn't even seem to have a problem if you actually do want to profit off of making clips of her. But you clearly crossed a specific line that she didn't want you to cross. She's asked you to stop. You didn't. There's no more holding back.
It's so dumb, dude. Look at these. Like, I swear.
Honestly, like if Demi is already trying to way it the nice way, I absolutely agree. At this point, destroy them. Like, that's it. Like, in most cases, I tend to defend the people, like the clippers. But if you've been asked by the person you're clipping to respect a certain wish and you're still not respecting it, then yeah, no, at that point it's on you.
Look at these thumbnails, bro. Jesus Christ. Anyway, if you look here, that said, if you choose to escalate this further, I am fully prepared to pursue legal action. If you issue a proper apology, delete all my content on your channels, and do not use my content in the future, I will let it be. Yeah, bro, it's so stupid. Same guy, lol. He's only highlighting DMCA and copyright in the email, trying to make Demi look like the bad guy. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, by the way, you know what? Oh my god, dude. Can I show you what he said to me? It was so stupid. He said, quote unquote, in the email when what I replied to him. I replied to him. I said to him. He said no, sorry. He said, quote unquote, this content is mine. I edited it. I have all. You cannot copyright strike me.
Wow.
Are you stupid? Oh my god. I merged clips in Premiere Pro. Now I own the legal rights to it.
Yeah, no, you do not own the legal rights. You could say that your edited video is is uh is fair use potentially. You definitely can't claim that you have a legal right to it. That's so stupid.
Yeah, so obviously they're trying to claim that they like legally own the video or whatever because they edited it together.
And that logic, you could cut out a scene from a movie, an actual like movie in theaters, and then you just own that version now. That's so
obviously
stupid.
It doesn't work like that. There is cases of like fair use where essentially you can use a video in your video and whatever.
That's
but
not quite. That's not the same though.
Clips and you know, making something out of someone else's content entirely, then yeah, you don't own it, right? And I do think it is pretty crazy that this person was trying to claim that it was completely theirs because they just stuck it in Premiere Pro and cut it up a couple of times, right? And yeah, obviously that was the main kind of big points from the video. She goes on to talk about a lot of things, and yeah, talks about the clipper claimed legal rights to the footage because they merged clips in Premiere Pro, and saying Deme highlights issues such as the clipper associating the image with racist content and refusing to credit fan artists in the thumbnail. Used in the thumbnails. Deme warns that if the individual continues to escalate or re-upload content, they are prepared to pursue further legal action. And despite the conflict, Deme emphasizes that they still love genuine fan and support channels and that show mutual respect, which yeah, obviously everybody loves.
Yeah, and it feels like it's a pretty like nobody in the community that is a part of the community is confused by this sort of like unspoken rule that you have to be respectful if you want to be a clipper of the person you're clipping, right? Like there's certain boundaries you don't cross.
Fan channels and stuff whenever it comes to clips or just Twitter or whatever, because again, a lot of the time they are very, very respectful, but whenever you kind of break that respect like this channel has done, then it starts to become a really big issue because, you know, with that one thumbnail that she showed off there, you can tell that how this is going to be problematic for her, right? Because this kind of stuff is being spread around with her face on it, which yeah, obviously I wouldn't want that. I don't think any of you guys would want that. And it is pretty horrible that this person is just doing that essentially for clicks. And obviously they're claiming that, you know, they own the content and whatever. So it seems like they're definitely trying to do this maliciously now. This isn't like a fan who just kind of misunderstood social kind of, I guess, what do you call it? Social etiquette in terms of like...
Yeah, no, this is absolutely somebody who's just trying to take advantage of the situation.
Trying not to be racist on YouTube. I think it's a pretty easy one to do, but it's not just a fan who kind of misunderstood the context behind it. It is a fan who is obviously, or I say a fan, a person who is obviously trying to profit off of their clips while also making her look bad. Well, essentially doing anything they can to get clicks, which in the process make her look bad. And yeah, obviously it does present a big issue for Deme personally, which she has tried to go at and tried to, I guess, tackle with the copyright system and emailing them and telling them not to use it again. And it seems like it could be a legal action that is going to be happening next.
If this guy was any kind of good faith, though, he would have taken the warning, he would have taken it on the chin, and he would have continued to clip, but in a more respectful way. Now you're doubling down, and so you have obvious malice in it.
This stuff does continue, but again, it seems like this channel is called Deme Reels. It says Deme Reels fan channel, so definitely do not go over there. Go support random clips though, because again, this was a great clip and it was very well edited with a lot of subtitles and stuff. So again, really, really cool. I did enjoy that. But yeah, essentially that is the big problem going on at the moment. Hopefully Deme can get it sorted, and yeah, I'll give you guys an update if there's anything else that does come from this. But yeah, that's essentially all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.
Phenomenal video by Kazuhana. Please go drop him a like, go drop him a sub. Very informative. Yeah, there's no freaking like. It's not complicated. It's not a freaking mystery. You gotta be respectful. Don't be a douche. And for the most part, VTubers will leave you alone. If anything, like VTubers love Clipper channels. Love to see people get involved from the community. Just don't be a douche. Don't be disrespectful. And if you cross the line, even if you didn't know, and they gave you a warning, just take it on the chin, make adjustments, keep going. You don't need to. There's no reason to instantly become make it antagonistic and start to try to make a bunch of freaking stupid arguments, like that you freaking own the freaking content. All right, let's move on. Hero Hey, we're gonna call this one the last video of this stream. Well, I guess because freaking since it freaking went down, YouTube. Thank you. This will be the second one of this particular stream, but of the second one, the last one of the whole stream that we've been doing, and then we'll go get into some Dying Light. They just destroyed their own movement. I actually, frankly, don't know much about what's going on here, but apparently, a bunch of activists started messing with employees for no freaking reason. And I really just wanted to bring up this video because it's a wider discussion that we've had on the channel before in the past of how a lot of movements unfortunately get destroyed by their own weight because they all start to harass and become a nuisance rather than actually get a good message across. And 9 times out of 10, they themselves ruin the very movement or make people hate their movement by being douches, basically. I don't actually know what this protest is against, but let's go ahead and check it out, see what it's about.
I kind of feel bad making this video purely because of the stupidity that I'm going to be exposing people to. Especially after
so we know it's gonna be
the
good.
Video I made earlier today about Pokemon and Valkyrie, as if that wasn't enough. Now we have this. But this is what's going on in parts of the US right now. So anti-ice protesters are storming a Target, buying salt, individually 1 salt each, and then immediately going back in line to return the salt. In other words, they are...
Isn't that just helping the government by paying tax? But also, what does the salt have to do with anything? I don't get it. I don't get what the salt is doing.
Are making the lives of the people working there, just trying to make a living, very difficult, to say the least. This is not a good day for the workers.
Yeah, welcome back, OC, at freaking YouTube. I don't know. Meh. This will be the last reaction video for the night, and then we're gonna switch to Dying Light, but freaking... Regardless,
this is going to be a really annoying deal.
Is buying the salt what is buying salt from Target and then returning it supposed to do? Or he said it's an anti-ice protest. How does that stop ice? Or how is that? I mean, because theoretically, if you go and buy salt, you have to pay for the salt plus taxes, right? You have to pay taxes, the sales tax. Then you go and you return the product. You technically get your money back. I don't know if you get the taxes back. Yeah, I don't know if you get your sales tax back when you get a refund. But if you go and then buy more salt, would they not charge you sales tax again? I actually don't know this one. The genuine criticism.
And of course, it's
let me switch myself back over to the side.
Make lines longer for people who are genuinely trying to buy stuff, get in and out of the store. This is just exceptional behavior.
Diddy, folks, I want people to see this.
Salt melts ice. I mean, yeah, I guess it does, but
we are
But like, then you would think that, like, I don't know, I'm not saying they should do this, but I'm saying you'd think they'd be throwing the salt at ICE agents or something. I don't know, like, what are you doing? This is just an excuse. This is just a bunch of freaking old ladies that have nothing to do on a Saturday, so they're just basically just walking around in circles at Target.
At the Target in Edina.
Oh, it literally is just a bunch of old white women.
Gotta have about 70 people in line here. Everybody bought salt and they're returning it. Why? Because we are asking that Target step up as a corporation of moral courage in this critical moment in our country. ICE is being...
What the hell is Target gonna do? The fuck? I hope Walmart comes over today to wipe my ass for me. You know, my back has been hurting a lot lately, so hopefully Walmart can come over and help me with that. Yeah, that sounds stupid, but it's not. It has about as much logic as this.
Leveraging Target's silence. They are abducting Target employees. They are staging in Target parking lots. They are going into Target.
Well, hold on. She's not standing up for anything. She's on a freaking scooter. That's not fair. She's cheating.
They are staging in Target parking lots.
See, that's cheating. You're not standing up for anything. She's on a freaking scooter. That's cheating.
They are going into Target stores and using it as propaganda opportunities. We are asking Target, whose whole brand has been built on serving the community.
Hey, a genuine question though. How many of these ladies, because you can see that there's an in-store Starbucks, how many of them actually bought the Starbucks though? Like, be honest.
In which they are.
How many have Starbucks right now? I need to see this. I didn't even pay attention to that. She's got a Starbucks.
Use the corporate power.
That's another Starbucks right there.
Because we know.
Or is that the salt? No, that's the salt. The other lady had a Starbucks for sure.
They literally deployed a Karen brigade.
Now, like, I want to go back and check.
This is pathetic, dude. Are these women all retired and like this is what they do?
I noticed that none of these people actually went out to help any illegal immigrants get their citizenship or anything, right? They're all doing this stupid stuff, but when the illegal immigrants were here and you know needed help to get, maybe needed help, maybe not, I don't know what their situation is, but like why like I never saw nobody try like going on the street like, hey, let's go get our citizenship, let me help you with that. Like, I never saw any of that. But now that they're all getting like tossed out, suddenly they care
in their spare time.
I mean, they say they care, but let's be completely honest, they're not doing anything. That is literally just this is no different than like a school club meeting up at the park, you know, to pretend like they're doing something related to school.
They literally deployed a Karen brigade. Like, what?
Like, this is not accomplishing anything. Dude. This is just making themselves all feel better.
And like, this is what they do in their spare
time. Are you also doing good things today? I am doing good things. Are you doing good things? Well, yes, I am. I'm standing in line at Target. Oh, good for you. You're helping.
Oh, yeah, we're doing a great thing.
Yeah, it's like, are you standing in line at Target? I am standing in line. Oh my goodness, we're helping so much. We're going to save the world. It's like, okay, cool.
Go read a book or something. Oh my gosh. And then in this clip, we have another group at a Target holding their annual Biggest Loser competition.
We are one. We won't stop fighting. We won't stop fighting. ICE is gone. Till ICE is gone. Oh, we are ready.
To be fair, it's better here than on the streets, right? I mean... You know what? Let's keep an eye out. We should get it should be a drinking game. See how many of these Karens have Labubus. And take a shot every time.
So Target parking lots have been a meeting.
I'm just gonna keep saying it. There's no Latinos here. These are all white people.
So Target parking lots have been a meeting place for ICE agents. ICE agents.
Why though? That's not where ICE is at. Like, why don't you go to the ghetto? I want to see you here in Compton. Forget the what the hell are you doing at Target? There's no Mexicans at Target. The illegal immigrants are not shopping at Target. I want to see you at Gonzalez, the Gonzalez Marketplace, here in the ghetto. Like nobody can. Like, what the hell are you doing over there in the nice neighborhoods? There is no Targets in the ghetto. The fact that you pick Target as your target just shows how little you actually give a shit. Why do I never see you here in the ghetto where all the Latinos are actually living? I want to see you at El Superior. I want to see you at Gonzalez Marketplace. I want to see you at Rancho Marketplace. I want to see you at La Galeria. At Supermarket Gardena. I want to see you there. I don't want to see you at freaking Target. I don't want to see you at Target.
Are using the toilets
Okay.
of Target, so they're facilitating this invasion. They're serving as a staging ground, and they're not standing up and saying, no, our parking lots are private property. You can't be in our space. You can't enter our space. They're not at all participating in challenging this ethnic cleansing we're seeing in this country.
Even if someone is
Ethnic cleansing. Got it.
against ICE and they're anti-ICE, I don't understand why they would ever want to participate in something like this. I mean, this whole thing is just making them all look so ridiculous, and it's so performative and fake and obnoxious. And like I said earlier,
And that's really what pisses me off is the fact that they're patting themselves on the back doing all this crud, but any actual real genuine help that Mexicans or the Latino community has needed in the past, they were never there. They were never there to help.
of course, it's only causing problems.
You'll
for
notice that they want these Mexicans to stay here, but they never fought for Mexicans and illegal immigrants to get paid minimum wage, did they? It was okay that they were all being paid below minimum wage. Nobody ever fought for that, did they? Well, because then they had to pay their gardener minimum wage. You see why that? You see how that gets in the way of the white people's
employees there trying
problems?
to do their
You see
job,
what I'm saying?
trying to make a buck to survive, and the people who are simply trying to buy some stuff. And these people are so delusional and self-righteous. They say, well, it's supposed to be disruptive. That's how we're going to convince people to support us. Yeah, you're really going to convince people by acting like that. Sure, Like, what kind of delusional fantasy land are these people living in where they really think that's going to...
They honestly, it really is just childish tantrums. Let's be honest, the best protests, you know, like Cesar Chavez was one of the best like Hispanic protesting like in modern era. It was done peacefully. Martin Luther King Jr. during the civil rights protests peacefully. In fact, I think Martin Luther King Jr. used to tell them to not be nuisances, to not go on the streets, and to not like mess with businesses, because that's just giving your enemy ammunition to use against you to make you look bad. But obviously, Martin Luther King Jr., you know, he had common sense.
compel people
to... Look at Gandhi. Gandhi is one of the prime examples of like peaceful protesting. In fact, Gandhi was pretty much one of the major influences on Martin Luther King Jr. and why his protests have become practically the definitive standard when it comes to protesting.
to side with them.
We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back.
But see, okay, you'll be back. But the ICE agents are not scared of that. The only people scared of you coming back is the Target employees, which I'm just gonna say it. 50-50 shot, they're Hispanic. Let's just be honest. The only people scared here are probably the Latino and Mexican Target workers that are like probably working for minimum wage.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
Yeah. Of course they're threatening to return. I don't even think these people have a genuine care about immigrants and immigration, though. I think they just use immigrants as a political tool, and they're using this whole situation to like to indulge in their self-righteousness and put on this performance. It's like a bunch of...
Again, it's not a surprise that they went to a Target which has an in-store Starbucks and not a Superior or a Gonzalez in the ghetto.
aging theater kids that never actually mentally matured.
Not allow collaboration with ICE as they terrorize our neighbors and murder legal observers to be convenient for Target or for any other major company in this country.
Bro, what is going on with bro's eyeballs? Dude is like, bro's got 1,000-yard stare. Is he like rethinking his life choices right now? What the hell is that about?
Ask Target to speak out against the violence and family separation that is terrorizing our communities and tearing families apart in their stores, in their parking lots, and in the communities that they claim to serve.
Claim to serve, lady, they're selling stuff. They're selling chips, they're selling household items, household staples. What are you talking about? By the way, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, right?
So that's like the thing, right? This is Target. I just don't know, like, if maybe I'm wrong on this, or maybe I don't know enough, but like, I don't really shop at Target. I've been to Target a couple times, right? But like, it's always been like, our family really doesn't like to go to Target because almost everything there is it's more expensive, it's pricier. But what the hell is Target gonna do? It's Target. Is Target, like, I don't know, I'm not expecting a bunch of employees wearing Target uniforms to like start picking up swords and shields and like charge the ICE facilities. I don't know what are they expecting to happen here.
Why are you now trying to get Target to like virtue signal along with you? Come on. I also love how whoever's recording like
and let's say Target does virtue signal. Who cares? That doesn't stop the ICE agents from doing it. They're still gonna do it because because the United States elected the president, and the president is doing what they voted for. Maybe you should have voted more. I don't it's too late to do.
Is that guy on drugs or something?
I was gonna say, right, like that dude's tripping on something. But like what I'm trying to get at here is that this does nothing. This does nothing but make them feel good about what they're doing. And that's what pisses me off, is that you're just harassing employees. You're harassing just random people. Not for nothing, because you're not even accomplishing anything.
His eyes are all dilated. He hasn't blinked in like 2 minutes. He's just like staring into the void. And
yeah, they only care about their own righteousness.
This guy, who's one of the only men.
And even then, they don't even care about being righteous. They just care about seeming like they are righteous, right? Because they don't actually take actions to be righteous. They just go do the bare minimum. I'm gonna go to Target to go and throw a temper tantrum. Yeah, because you know you would never go into the ghetto, would you? Where the actual illegal immigrants live and they're at. I always notice that a lot of these people, and I'm not saying that they're wrong. You could be anti-ICE. I don't care. It makes no difference to me. What I'm trying to get at is, I always notice that these people that go to these Targets and go to these nice neighborhoods to protest, they're always people that probably live in nice neighborhoods too. They don't even live anywhere near the illegal immigrants. They don't live anywhere, like, it is such a night and day difference when I go to the nice parts of LA to when I come back home here to the ghetto. It is a night and day difference. Hell, the freaking car, I can tell if I'm in the ghetto or if I'm not in the ghetto if the windows are tinted in the cars. That should tell you everything you need to know about LA. If there's tinted windows, you're in the ghetto. If there's not, you're probably in a white neighborhood. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You're probably not gonna see a whole lot of Mexicans. That's just how it is. But like, no matter what part of the world you're in, what state, it's not even here in LA, right? It could be wherever the hell. I just happen to notice that a lot of these people just they preach certain values that sound good, but they're harassing normal people that have nothing to do with anything. And I can't agree with you because you're a douchebag. So even if I like your message, I still think you're a douchebag. And it's like, you're putting, like, nobody can agree with you because nobody wants to agree with you, even if they technically do. And that's nobody's fault but your own.
There has to be on drugs to put up with this stuff. And it begs the question, like, what is he even doing there? Well, why is he subjecting himself to that? The man can't even be around these people sober, but he's still like gonna go and do all that stuff. You know what? I don't think I
bro
want the answer to that
was reaching
question.
some
Let's
kind of
just say
higher
it's
plane of
rhetorical.
enlightenment. I don't know what was going on there.
That is definitely enough of that brain rot for
I need to go
today,
see him one more
though.
time.
But he still has to be on. He's just like on household staples. What do you
in their parking lots and in the communities that they claim to serve.
claim to serve? Late now, trying to get all dilated. He hasn't blinked along with you. Come on. I also love how whoever's recording like zoomed in on that.
Yeah, the camera guy zoomed in because bro was having an out of body experience. Like, dude, like I think the brownie just hit that instant, bro. Something. Cause like, look.
Dude, is that guy on drugs or something?
Watch. Look how he has to wait. He waits until somebody else starts clapping to realize that he needs to start clapping too.
Eyes are all dilated. He hasn't blinked in like 2 minutes.
Like he like activates, his neuron activates as soon as the lady next to him starts to clap.
Dude. Is that guy on drugs or something?
His
eyes are all dilated. He hasn't blinked.
I'm sorry, bro. It just looks that way. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying it sure as hell looks that way.
But he's still like gonna go and do all that stuff. You know what? I don't think I want the answer to that question. Let's just say it's rhetorical. That is definitely enough of that brain rot for today, though. So I'll leave it there. As always, thank you for tuning in. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you next time.
I genuinely think that the entire movement is absolutely, if they would have done this from the very beginning, I think they would have, honestly, they would have garnered more following. In general. There's already a negative connotation with a lot of these modern day protesters because they keep blocking the roads, because they keep being a nuisance to businesses, and not for nothing, but there's been a whole lot of protesters and supposed peaceful protests that just happen to break into a Nike store and all the good sneakers are getting stolen. Like, like it just happens to be very convenient that happens during a peaceful protest. So there's already a negative connotation with it. And then for you to go and start like harassing more employees, it just sort of rings hollow, doesn't it? Now, if you had started peaceful protesting from the very beginning, and frankly, if you wouldn't be trying to like be a nuisance to employees, I think genuinely the message is good enough and positive enough that a lot of people would agree with you. But you're losing your grip on the majority of the public, and again, it's tactics like these that I personally feel like are the cause of it. And if it's not the cause, it sure as hell isn't helping, right? Like, can we all agree that it's not helping? It's definitely making it worse. Honestly, in my opinion, right? But still. And that's whether you agree, whether you don't agree, whether you like ICE, whether you don't like ICE. It doesn't matter. I'm not really too much into politics here. None of that matters. But you can agree that this kind of activism is performative, and it's genuinely not going to actually make a difference, and it's not genuinely going to get any real traction from the vast majority of like the sort of like the common everyday person, the everyday man, the everyday woman, the everyday like just genuine person. You're not gonna win them over by like they're not gonna hear, oh, these people are making the lines longer at Target and wasting people's time and wasting other hardworking Americans' time. Oh, I definitely want to help them. I definitely think their message is good. Like nobody, like you like it doesn't matter what your message is. If the canvas is all torn up and crappy, people are not going to see the message. They're just going to see trash. Doesn't matter how nice it is. Bonolachis, please go drop Hero High a like, go drop him a sub, all that good stuff. I will link the video on Discord, and I will go ahead and drop links on the VOD down in the description below for all of you to check it out. We're gonna go ahead and call this stream here. Perfect timing, 7:59. Normally around 8 o'clock is when Burrito's available. I'm gonna quickly schedule, I'm gonna schedule it for right now. I'm gonna quickly schedule a stream for Dying Light Day 2 so we can get right into some more zombie bashing goodness. So I will see you all over there in just a moment. Give it like 5 minutes to set that up, and then we will be right back into it. Again, Burrito might join us, might not join us, I don't know, but we're for sure gonna be playing some Zombos, some Dying Light, so be sure to swing by. Thank you all so much for joining me on today's live stream. It's been an absolute pleasure watching videos with all of you. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever it happens to be, wherever you happen to be. Goodbye, and thank you so much for swinging by. I almost freaking forgot my own lines for a second there. Later, monos! Thank you, OC, for swinging by. Have a good one, Master Sam. Later, Heavenly Average. And Seahawk, thank you all for swinging by. Later.